I'm refinishing the floor. This was mastic, old mastic on the floor, and I've scraped off the top bit, and I've been putting cleaner on here, and I think I want to get this just a little bit lighter back here. So I've got to scrub on it a little bit more. I'm using my brush, my steel brush. Wipe that off. That's gotten it a little bit lighter. And I don't mind some darkness coming through. I don't have to have it all looking perfect. That's the beauty of having two tones on your floor. You ever gone into like a grocery store, a health food store? Look at their floor next time you go there. You'll see all kinds of different colors pop out. Concrete, trenches, marks on the floor, cracks, hairline cracks in the subfloor. Those look pretty good too. So I'm not going to be too upset if I can't get all of the black out. Okay? Wipe that off. Got some up here on the base. I can just take my cleaner. I've got plenty of this cleaner around. And in fact, I gotta fill it up a little bit, and I can just let that set. Once that dries, it's gonna be fine. I've got some droplets here that came off the handle here. And I'm gonna choose to wipe those off. Okay? And I'm gonna keep that just like that. Okay? Here's what happens. If I were to rinse that sponge off in water, I'm going to show you what happens to your floor. I've just done a floor, and this was my first floor I did in here. And I had it nice in here, and then I wiped it all off. I wiped the stain, the last residue off, and I got it too light, I think. And plus it shows the lines from where the floor tiles were. I don't know why it's showing that, just from the air that's gotten down in between the cracks over years, has kind of loosened the glue there. So when I took it all off, now you see it. Well, what I can do is I can take some of that stain, and I've already done it right here in this one little area. I've taken some of that stain off of that sponge that I'm doing in the other room, and I'm going over the floor. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Okay, remember this? Look, see all that that's in that sponge? Now I can use that as my stain right there. And I'm just going to take that, I'm going to wipe it on the floor. Yeah. See there? See how that's darkening up the floor already? Now see how dark this looks? Well, when it dries, it's going to look like the back. Okay, it's going to look like that back area. And you're still going to see some of these lines where the tile were. You know, right in there. You're still going to see that when it dries. But after I seal it, then you're not going to see it as much. You see, because this is wet right now. So once I seal it, that's the type of look you're going to get on the entire floor. Just like that. Okay? So I'm not going to rinse this sponge out anymore. When I get done, I'm just going to come in here. And so on that other floor I've been working on, I'm just going to keep using the sponge on that too and wipe this in. Okay? I've got my cleaner here, and I just spray it up against the base. Man, I gotta get some more. I got to mix up some more. And I made a mistake when I cleaned this off the first time and wiped it all off. I had stuff left on the base, and I thought I'll clean that off later, and I can take a sponge, you know, with a pad on there and do that. But this stuff over here, see where the nails were? I just take that and put it right in there, and I won't have to, I'm not going to patch that. I'm going to leave that. That gives it character. When it dries, you're going to see those as imperfections in the floor. Okay? I'm going to get right down in there on the inside corner. I want my entire floor done. Then I can take my cleaner. And see, I need to put some more in here. Just get that. You see, if I clean that later, then I have to go right down to the floor again. And lots of that residue was on there from before. Okay, now I can wipe that again. Now it looks like most of my stuff is, well, I guess there's some left. See, got all that's still in the sponge. Now I can sponge that around and get this as even as I can. Right like that. Yeah, that's looking nice. Since I'm here, I'm trying to do this and not get stuff all over my camera and stuff. But you see the droplets over here on the floor? I could decide to leave those. That actually looks quite nice. Or I can wipe them in. And when it dries, if I get some different spots on it, that's fine. Squeeze my sponge, get a little bit more in there. See all that? I can use that. That's all my black tar residue from that other floor. And this floor was the same as that. So it took me about 5 hours to clean all that off. There, I'm liking that.